Hello crochet lovers, welcome once again to our channel. Today we'll learn how to make this elf hat. It's a very quick and easy project to make and it works for all sizes. So if you want to learn how to make it, stay with me for this tutorial. We can make this hat with any sort of yarn we have. I'll use this yarn for a 4mm hook, with a slightly bigger hook, a 5mm hook, so that the stitches are a bit more loose. I'll make it in 2 colors, but we can use as many colors as we want. But since this is an elf hat, I'll be using holiday-related colors. We will start with a slip knot. If you don't know the basic stitches, I invite you to check them in the beginner's course. And now, we'll make as many chains as we need to go all the way around our head. On screen, you'll see some suggested sizes for the head's perimeter. The idea is that it should not be too tight. It should be looser than a normal beanie. So I'll just keep making chains until I get to that suggested size for the head's perimeter. And once we have them, we'll look for the first chain. And we'll make a slip stitch there. Just make sure the chains are not twisting and that they are all facing the same way. That's my slip stitch. And we have made the circle that will be the base for our hat. I'll make 1 chain and then the first row will be of 1 single crochet in each chain available until we go all the way around. So we begin with the first chain. We can use these stitches to hide the initial thread we have here. And we keep making 1 single crochet in each chain available until we go all the way around for our first row. We have gone all the way around, and now we'll look for the first single crochet we made, and in there we'll make 1 slip stitch. First, we need to make sure that all the single crochet stitches are facing the same way, that the stripe is not twisted. If that's the case, we would need to repeat the previous steps, but if it's right, we make 1 slip stitch like I told you in that first single crochet we made. This is how we'll close our first row. And now we'll see how all the even rows for this hat will be made. They will all start with 2 chains. And we'll make 1 double crochet in each stitch available, including that first stitch from which looks like the chains are emerging from. We make the first double crochet stitch for our even rows. And then we continue by making 1 double crochet in each stitch available until we go all the way around. We get to the change in rows. This is the last double crochet. And when we get here, we'll ignore the 2 chains up we made. We go straight for the double crochet, and in the top loop, we make 1 slip stitch. We have closed off the even row. So now we'll see how to make the odd rows. So we chain 1, and then we make 1 single crochet in each stitch available. For now, those will be the odd rows. Later on, we'll make a slight variation. I'll tell you how in a minute. We're almost done with that odd row. We just need to identify the top loop from the first stitch we made, and in there we make 1 slip stitch. And like I said, this will be the odd rows for a little while, until our hat has the following heights I'm showing you for each size. So for a woman's hat, I need to make 10 centimeters with this type of odd rows. Later on, I'll show you the change in instructions. But in the meantime we're here, all even rows will be the same. 2 chains and 1 double crochet in each stitch available. We already know how to close them off. So we make the last double crochet and then 1 slip stitch in the first double crochet we made. Those are our even rows. And the odd rows, until further notice, will be made with 1 single crochet stitch in each stitch available. We can change colors whenever we want. I'll make stripes of 4 rows. So now I'll bring in my other color. But you can do this whenever you want. The stripes can be as thick as you want. I chose to make them 4 rows thick. And after we change colors, we begin with the instructions for the type of row we have. For me, it's an odd row. We leave the previous color there for when we change it back. And like I said, we follow the instructions for the type of row we're in. For me, it's an odd row, so I'll just make one single crochet in each stitch available, and then I'll just keep crocheting. Like I mentioned, my stripes will be 4 rows thick. And whenever we want to change colors, we just need to bring it in from the back, very close to the project. We switched colors. We pulled both threads very tightly. And this is how it should look from inside the hat. Now we begin with the instructions for the row that we are in. For me, the color changes begin with an odd row. So we keep crocheting until we get to the height I mentioned before. Right now, I'm finishing the last row for that height. We have to measure the height while we're making an even row, okay? And after we reach that height on an even row, we'll change a little the instructions for the odd rows, the ones for which we make single crochets. So we set the project with the row changes at the center of the hat we're making. And now we'll make 4 decreases in each odd row. So we move to the first corner where we'll make 1 decrease. Then we go to the center but on the opposite side for the second decrease. The third one is on the other corner, and the last one is done right before we finish the row. This way, we'll have the 4 decreases for each odd row. The even rows remain with the same instructions as before. I'll show you how to do this. I'll set a marker in the first corner, right where we'll make the first decrease. We can also calculate it by ourselves. It does not have to be on a specific stitch. We just have to distribute those 4 decreases evenly for each row. So no worries. So we are now in the corner where we need to make the decrease. And here we'll make a normal decrease in this stitch. We insert the hook in the first stitch for the decrease, we yarn over, then we insert the hook in the second stitch, yarn over, and we pull through those 3 loops. That's the decrease for the corner. So we keep crocheting until we get to the center from the opposite side. And we'll make the second decrease here. The third one will be in the other corner and the fourth one right before we finish the row. For now, we have arrived to the second decrease. We're at the opposite side of the row changes. And we already know how to make a decrease, so that's decrease number 2. We keep going like I said before until we make the 2 decreases left. I've done decrease number 3 and I'm on my way to number 4, which has to be done before we change rows. When we have few stitches to go, we can make the final decrease, decrease number 4. We complete the row with the single crochets that remain and we close the row with a slip stitch. So this will be the new odd rows. We'll have to crochet 4 decreases like the ones I just showed you. And they will help us make our hat less wide. And I'll give you the new instructions when our hat is as wide as I'm showing you on screen. So I just need to get to those 8 centimeters of width, and the even rows don't change. They are still 1 double crochet in each stitch available. I kept crocheting until I got to those 8 centimeters at the top. The 8 centimeters width I showed you for babies and children is 6 centimeters. And when we get to this stage, the instructions will change a little, but only for the odd rows. From now on, we'll make 1 odd row without decreases and 1 with decreases. 1 with, 1 without. In order to make our hat narrower but less quickly. So that we get that tube shape we want for the very top of the hat. And we keep following those instructions until the width is reduced in half, which means 4 centimeters for adults and 3 for babies and children. So for now, what I need to do is crochet 1 odd row without decreases, then we make an even row with the same instructions, and then 1 odd row with those 4 decreases like we had been doing so far. Remember, we'll use this sequence until our width is reduced in half. So to review, we grow up straight until we get to this height, let's call it A, From A and up, we begin making 4 decreases in each odd row until we get to a width of 8 or 6 centimeters, depending on the size we're making. And when we get there, we change the instructions and make 1 row without decreases and 1 with, until we get to the width of 4 or 3 centimeters depending on our size. I have the 4 centimeter mark here for the adult size. And when we get here, we'll have to measure the total height of our hat, starting from the base and up. The minimum height I recommend for each size is shown on screen. If we're not there yet and we still have a bit to go in order to get to that minimum height, we can keep making rows without decreases, like in the beginning, in order to make a tube. This will help us make the hat as long as we want. It could even touch the floor. We would just have to keep crocheting without decreases. So I made about 4 more rows without decreases in order to get to that height. And what we'll do now is cut both threads. We cut the thread from the previous color, and the one we're using will be left relatively long. Once we cut it, we remove the hook. We then insert it in the opposite stitch so we can pull the yarn, and then we pull it in the other sense. So we insert the hook through 2 stitches and we pull the yarn through them. Now, with the yarn needle, we could finish off the hat. And then we would just need to hide the thread inside the hat. The final thing we need is a pom-pom. So after we make the pom-pom in whatever size we want, as you can see, mine is quite big. But we just need to sew it with the yarn needle to attach it to the tip of our hat. And our elf hat is ready to wear. I hope you liked this tutorial and that you make a lot of elf hats for your whole family. And I'll see you next week, like always, with a new tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're up to date with everything new. Have a great day, crochet lovers!